Hi Gemini, welcome to your mid-May 2017 reading. So these readings are going to be a little bit different. I clear the cards off camera because that's a process, but there'll be 7 cards and then I'll put another 7 down on top of that. Just gonna figure it's just when both of your plugs are in, it's talking to yourself. You kind of sound like you're yelling. Okay, so I just kind of shuffle until the cards, my energies get interrupted. And to let you know, so with these readings, I do it a little bit differently than, there we go, than some readers. Everybody's got different abilities. Mine are energies. So I focus specifically on energies. That takes me some time to pick up the energy from the card. The card is just a tool for me. So it's something that I can touch to key into a frequency. But even when I'm doing that, because this is general readings, I have to flick through a lot of different noises and frequencies coming at me to hone in on it. So it might take me, when you hear me being silent or pausing, it's because I'm trying to get the frequency correct so I can hopefully convey the message properly to you guys. So for the first card we have is the Death card. We have the Hangman. Libra just got that too. The Queen of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful card. This is one of my favorite cards. If you see all the colors, beautiful card. We got the Magician. The Eight of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles. I'm probably not the best person to be on camera. I'm just forewarning you guys. I got a Leo moon and a Virgo rising, so I can't hide facial expressions. It's very animated, my face will say. When I'm not impressed, you'll know. just warning you guys. Okay. Enough chit chat. Just gonna try to tune into these here. So give me a moment. Okay. So you've made some sort of change in that has come through. The universe is putting you in a pause state like Libra, which is interesting. I don't know what's going on with you and Libras, but you're both being put in a pause state here. And it's because the universe wants you to reevaluate. They want you to reevaluate the method that you're using right now, Gemini, for whatever area of life that's in. That could be, when I say relationships, I'm going to have to keep repeating this to everybody. I'm going to get tired of it, but it's conditioning that everybody has, so, you know, so relationships come in all forms, okay? So they come in with your parents, coworkers, they come in with friends, spouses. It could be in any one of these aspects in your life. You're being put in a pause state. What I feel for you guys, though, this is referring to work. And it's interesting because Sag got a similar message where you are proceeding because of finances. You're not proceeding because of your heart. For some of you guys. Some of you guys also as well, I'm seeing here, Gemini, I don't know if this is being done to you or you're the one doing it. There's trickery being used here. Somebody's stealing somebody else's work is what I'm getting. Or somebody's quite jealous of your work. One of those two will stand for, it'll be different for each one of you guys, but somebody is thinking they're getting away with trickery, and they're not. I can't really convey the images that I'm getting, but from what I'm seeing is whomever this person is, they are going to be stuck in this Four of Pentacle phase because, well, the universe, powers that be, whatever you believe in, will put a stop to it. I mean, you can't expect to, or they can't expect to be getting away with something like that and think that they're going to be actually making finances off of it if you're stealing somebody else's idea. This is, and I'm not, when I say that, it's not, I'm not saying that necessarily it could be a few of you out there, but it could be being done to you. And if it's being done to you, Gemini, then you have, well, you have the power of the magician. So the message that I'm getting, Gemini, is you need not to be concerned about what other people are doing, okay? Who cares what they're doing? Like, you need to be focused on yourself here. Like, if somebody is trying to take your ideas or the way you do things, or they can study you all they want. You're the only version of you that there is. They can only take so much, you know what I mean? But they're never going to be able to do what you do in the manner that you do. Your gifts and abilities were given to you and not them, right? It's just a matter of time before the universe catches up with them. And if that's been happening to you, or you've been doing that to someone, it will catch up with you. That's just a warning. Like, these energies haven't happened yet. They're coming in. You're getting a chance to correct it. So the universe wants you to know about it. For those of you that it's being done to, again, like I said, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. The universe just wants you to focus on yourself. But this is interesting. And this is weird. I always get this for Geminis too. Like, I got like a radio that comes in my head for you guys, like with music, and I'm getting Britney Spears, the song Circus, and the song by Britney Spears as well, the work, you know, B, I don't want to swear, you know. I don't know who that Gemini is, but you're pretty freaking awesome. I'll say that. You're working quite hard. You're dedicated. The warning that's coming through, though, because of what just went through my head with the Four of Pentacles here, is that if you're just focused on doing what you're doing for finances and not from the heart, from, like, you really mean it, you know, like, then you're going to run into problems. So because I'm hearing the song, those two songs, Circus, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a whip. You're being, there's a sense here, Gemini, that you could be being a little selfish right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But there needs to be a healthy balance of it, okay? That what I'm getting is they want you to realize it's okay to get ahead, but not to step on other people's toes while doing it. I'm also being told that, okay, you can't be too harsh with the way you're conveying certain things. The emotions, you need more emotions here. You got the Eight of Cups. There's some releasing that you need to do. But for those of you in a public eye position, you need to be coming off more emotional. I'm seeing that whip, like, you're ready to lash anybody that comes at you, and that needs to calm down a little bit, is what they're trying to say. Like, yeah, they're trying to I'm still seeing images. I don't know who this person is. Some of you guys might be interested in a woman where the song Circus is how she acts, where she doesn't play around. Like, she's got standards, and she's going to keep to those standards. She's not the type of woman who just sits around and waits for people. She's the type of woman who gets things done. You know what I mean? I wish I could like plug you guys into the images that come in my head where okay, so you need to release, like you do need to release the old way of your old way of thinking. You need to see things from a different perspective. um, I'm getting the message that you're on top, but if you want to stay on top, then releasing needs to be done because you're holding on too much financially. This is very similar to Sag, which is quite odd. But I mean, being partner signs, there's some mirroring that would happen between the two of you guys. There's some selfishness going on here. Do not misuse the powers that you're given, Gemini. Like you have powers right now, do not misuse them. Your mindset needs to be very clear is what I'm getting, because you have the power to manifest. This is what's coming in. You're going to be manifesting. So if you're focused on an ending or like things going the way that they did in the past, whether that was with work or with spouses or friends, then you're going to attract that same situation, right? Like there's some sort of mindset that you're in. I'm getting that you're in, that you need to flip it and see it a different way. Like you may be perceiving it as you keep running into the same situation over and over again is what I'm seeing. Like over and over again. And what it is, it's not the other person, it's you. Like it's, I don't mean to be blunt. I mean, listen, this happens to everybody, okay? Like at some point in life, we all have to face this, myself included, and anybody else watching these videos will have to face these. We all have a light and dark side, you know what I mean? We need to learn to balance it. And the sooner that we can face ourselves in the mirror, okay, this is the message I'm getting. Before you point the finger in the mirror, Gemini, like, before you point your finger at somebody accusing them of being problematic or being sneaky or being deceptive or being argumentative, I'm getting a lot of this like finger pointing like happening right now. You like the motion? Yeah, doing a little dance there. But I'm getting finger pointing is happening right now. And what the universe is saying to me right now with these cards is you need to see it from a different perspective. And you see how she's with the Queen of Pentacles here? You see how she's like, her head slightly tilt? Because she's an observer. Like this is a woman who observes, right? Like the universe wants you, the next time that you start pointing the finger and accusing people of doing this or that, the universe wants you to do it in the mirror. They want you to, and it's not necessary, you could be doing one or two of the things that you're accusing somebody of yourself and you're not seeing it. So this is why they're asking you to do it in the mirror. Like there's some sort of realization that you need to come to, and it's because you're going to be getting into this manifestation phase where if it's not realized, then what you're going to manifest is going to be the same thing as in the past. And it's going to be this, you're holding on to past things. It's just, I'm getting this really nasty, toxic, like, volcano inside of you. Like, you're slashing people. Like, I'm seeing this sword swinging around. And it's like I said with those two songs, I think you need to listen to those two songs. There's nothing wrong with being a boss or being prideful of who you are or your accomplishments or your abilities, but you might be taking it a step too far, Gemini. For some of you, right? Because this is like, you got to take what applies to you, right? Okay, so this is, you're fearing this. The message I'm getting is, again, is coming down, like, the Queen of Pentacles, because of the position that the card fell in. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat a situation. and make you think that everything's all right. The universe wants you to know this so you can become this woman, but the position it's in right now, the warning is selfishness is happening, like, because this woman is okay. There's a lot of good qualities about an earth sign woman. When they're operating from their negative state, the earth sign, they're very selfish, they're very me oriented, and they're all about what's going to financially benefit me, and they can hurt a lot of people in that process of trying to make finances because they really don't care. It's about them. They want you to get back into this caring focus. They really want you to be nurturing. Some of you guys are getting married, and I'm seeing like they want you to be aware of not turning into a bridezilla. Just don't panic. You know, everything's gonna be fine. Like, you might need some help with planning your wedding, but don't become a bridezilla. People, like, you're gonna just stress people out, and you're gonna stress yourself out more. Like, breathe, Gemini, breathe is what I'm getting. You got a lot of energy built up right now in you. You need to release something from the past, though. It's a mindset. Like, all right. I think I might pull. I'm debating if I should pull you guys an angel card. I should have done that for Sag too, because their reading was a little harsher too. But anything I say is because it's what the powers that be, or whatever you believe in, wants you to know, right? So you can correct it. They want to see you on the right path, right? But the powers that are going to act like your parent, and your parent's not going to just, if you've done something wrong, you're going to have to sit in the corner and think about it. And there's a possibility if you don't fix the situation, you're going to have to sit in the corner and think about it. Sag is in the sitting in the corner thinking about it phase. Well, actually, that's not true. They're going to be put in that phase. You are in that phase, though. Hopefully, Sagittarius heed the warning. Alright. We have the Emperor, yeah. See, some controlling issues on top of the Death card. It was like we were saying earlier about pointing the finger at people. Yeah, you're going to have to, just before you say anything, Gemini, I want you to look in the mirror. Like, say that to yourself. And if you say that to yourself and then you like see your reflection while you're saying it and you're like, oh God, you know, like, don't feel any shame for that. You're coming to a realization and awaken process. That's part of the awakening, you know, like, we've all been there. I've been there. I'm going to be there next year, the year after. There'll be something that I realize, you know, like, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're dissatisfied with work. You're concerned about money. That's it. You're concerned about money. The Knight of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So there needs to be a death to some controlling issues. Whether that's like if you are planning a wedding. Again, don't panic. Everything's going to turn out. You know what I mean? Like, it's down to as long as the people that are there that you love and you care about, then you're more than blessed. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you need to be worried about. It's not the material aspects. Like, you guys are working really hard. Continue working. It's just put more emotions into it, is what it's saying. You're coming from this material aspect, and the universe is asking you to come from a more emotional standpoint. You're fearing for some of you guys, it's this is a person that you're fearing. It's this, I'm getting a Sagittarius, okay? You're holding on to something that happened with the Sagittarius, but I'm also getting that you're pointing your finger at the Sag, like the Sag was the problem. And if you see this Sag in here, this freaking guy's a warrior, man. You see the side of his face? Like, this guy just feels like Pardon me, I quit smoking, so I got a lot of phlegm coming up. But this guy feels like he just had a freaking battle with you, man. That's what I mean. Did you see my face there? It's the energy I just picked up. Like, this guy is exhausted. Like he really likes you and everything, but he's not willing to, like that song Circus, he's not willing to do that for, like, he's not going to be jumping through hoops just because you crack the whip and tell him to. Like, this guy is quite confused right now. He doesn't know what's going on, like, and he's taking a rest. He's being selfish. I think he's separated himself from this situation. You don't see that happening. That could happen, though, right? I want you to listen to those songs and listen to the lyrics and then, try to tame it down a bit. I mean, this is the message I'm getting. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming in. Okay, so you guys are trying to push ahead and you want to gain this Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is coming through, Gemini. You are not going to receive that if all you're focused on is money. If it's just coming from a financial standpoint, you're doing it for finances. That is okay, what Spirit's telling me is ego and pride, okay? You're coming from an ego and pride standpoint. That needs to be removed. There needs to be a little more humbling. Like, you need to humble yourself. Those songs, this chick is awesome. I don't know who she is. You're quite confident, though. But, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta calm it down a little bit. Tame it down a little bit. Like, you need to really you need to be more in tune with your emotions and other people's emotions, okay? Like, you're not gonna reach the Ten of Pentacles when it's just your ego involved, right? Like, if you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart or because you really love doing it, like if you're a fitness instructor, right? Like a fitness instructor, you became a fitness instructor because you enjoy helping people and making them healthy and benefiting their life and showing them a new way of life, a new way to be. You know what I mean? And that's because that came from your heart. That's what you feel, what you believe, and your values, okay? It's coming from the heart, though. What I'm getting is you're not in that situation. You're just coming from a finance point. You're doing it just for finances. You need to get back in tune with coming from the heart. You need to get back in tune with the emotions. There's a Gemini male that's emotional. He's younger. What I'm getting is, I don't even want to say it, emotional manipulation's happening with emotional manipulation's happening. This is just one younger Gemini male I'm picking up. You're manipulating I'm not sure how you're doing it, but what I'm seeing is like you're manipulating your surroundings to manipulate multiple people at once. You're going to have to figure that out. I don't want to tune into that energy. That's quite a strong, potent, negative energy that I'm tuning into, and I don't want to cling on to it. So, like, I'm not going to tune into it so I can block it. That's just, like, when I read, there's certain energies that my back's getting tense too, that I don't want to tune into because it literally will ruin my day where I'll get stuck in it. You need to make a decision. You have a choice. You have two ways of doing things, okay? There's a right way and there's a correct way, okay? Find yourself a Virgo. If you can find a Virgo sun. If you have a Virgo rising, you probably know this, the difference between right and correct. If you're even a Virgo rising, you might need to find a Virgo sun and start talking and opening up to them, because I think that they can supply you with the correct way of doing things. It's not that the universe is saying that what you're doing is wrong. It's what they're saying, that you're going to run into faults if you don't get things in control. Like they want to see you get this Ten of Pentacles, so they're trying to give you the messages to correct it and get it. For some of you, there's a select one or two, and I feel it's like females. Whoever you're taking, like whatever you're copying, cheating, I don't know what it is you're doing, like, the universe is going to put a stop to that. So if somebody's been doing that to you guys, Gemini, just realize that they'll be taken care of. You need not focus on anybody else right now but yourself, Gemini. Like don't worry about what other people are doing, and if they're stealing your ideas, don't get involved in it. Don't start talking about it. Don't go after them. The universe will take care of it. Just know that it'll be taken care of. It'll be put to a stop. You do need to make a decision. Yeah, and it's about a creative ability. It might even be some of you guys are so worried about getting married, and what I'm getting is you're older and you want to know when you're going to get that marriage or that partner, and what the cards are saying, it's when you learn to release the old way of being and doing things, and it's when you learn to release this controlling energy. Like for somebody out there, they've put up walls to the point where nobody can reach them. It just seems like my head's starting to really hurt too. I'm starting to get a headache there, where you've just blocked people out. Like you've done it to yourself. Where like I'm not saying that as like, I don't want you to feel bad about it. It's just like you've obviously been hurt really bad, where like, and I'm sorry, like I don't want to freaking cry here. People, don't make me cry. But like obviously some bad things have happened to you in the past, and I apologize for that, but that's not who you are anymore, Gemini. People aren't going to be doing that anymore. If you keep thinking in the manner that you're thinking it now, then yeah, it is going to happen again. But if you change that mindset, then the whole world's going to open up to you, and you will get this Ten of Pentacles, as long as you do things the correct way instead of the right way. Okay? Yeah, okay, guys. That's going to be the end of that reading. Some heavy energy in there. Just heed the warnings that they're telling you. Don't take it personally, or don't get offended by it. It happens to everybody. We're all here to heal and move forward in life. And in order to do that, truth needs to come out, and we need to hear things in order to recognize things. So then we can break that pattern. And that's what the universe is trying to get you to do right now. They want you to break the pattern so you can get to that Ten of Pentacles, because they really want to see you happy and joyful. They want to see you have that family and the success that you want, like, and they're just giving you the messages that you need to get there. All right, you guys, ciao for now. Talk to you later. Bye.